Hey team, welcome back. I'm Kenya with BK Trading Academy. We have another exciting video for you today. I'm going to show you a swing setup that is 300 to 400 pip potential right now. That means profit. So let's go ahead and hop into it. Don't forget to smash that like button, show some love on this video. Really would appreciate it. It helps push this content out to other traders just like you and have more good stuff. So make sure you stay around to the end. Let's go. All right, team, so let's go ahead and hop into our pair, which is NZDCAD. I'm going to start out on the monthly, and we're going to do a technical analysis, and then we're going to look at some fundamental factors that could change our outlook. So overall, I'm on the monthly time frame. You can see that price has been in a bearish trend. Now, how do we know that? We simply want to look at the price action of the monthly structure. So here is our trend line. So we're going to take this and connect it from our swing high. I like to make sure my trend line is drawn to the wicks because those are areas where price action will often retest those areas. So now you can see a little bit clearly exactly how price is correcting right now. So we're in a corrective structure and we are actually about to retest a previous area of structure on the monthly. So you'll notice in this area that it was very strong support multiple times, and it was also resistance, and look how much the market fell from that area. So right now, what we want to do is keep our eyes on those technical levels where price made a very forceful movement, very forceful move up or very forceful move downward, and we want to see that we get some type of reaction within this zone. Now, look how price is moving right now, right? So we're almost there. We're just about 100 and something pips away. So on the monthly, this would be our retest of the previous structure that was broken, and then what I'd like to see is a continued move downward. Okay, so I'm going to talk to you about stop loss and your TP targets and everything that you need to know. So let's continue to drill down. So notice that I started on the monthly time frame. Now I'm also a fundamental analysis trader, so I'm going to give you a fundamental overview as well. But this is our resistance, our monthly resistance, and then I'm going to go ahead and clone this zone here, and this is our monthly support. So I'm going to bring this down, and this is our monthly support. Now, one thing I always like to ask myself, especially on the longer time frames, the higher time frames, is why is the price stopping here? So if we look left for clues and I scroll out, I can see, now it makes sense. So if I bring this out, you can see that this was a retest of the May 2012 low, and look how much the price moved up. Now it continued to move higher, and could it do that again? Absolutely, but we are not in an uptrend as it was previously. We're in a downtrend. So as long as we see price hold this support structure, we're then going to see a retest of the previous resistance on the monthly, and then we're going to look for that continuation. So I predict that price will possibly get back to this resistance. We will see it come back down, retest this area, and probably even continue back down to 0.7092 low. So we could get there eventually in like 2 months or so. I don't know. We'll have to monitor it step by step. But right now, we are concerned about our opportunity right now. So I'm more so interested in a swing because I see a really good opportunity coming together. Now, another thing that I like on this is that we have a bearish structure. Price is also below my 50-period moving average. So I like to use the 50-period moving average for trend confirmation, also for confluence with entries and exits. It just works really well. And I know that you're going to ask for the settings. So I don't use an EMA. I use a simple 50 moving average, and it's 50 and close are my settings, and that's all you need. Okay. So that's how I like to use it. Our Academy students love it as well, and it works perfect for us. Now, drilling down on the weekly, we're going to go ahead and keep drilling down. Okay. So drilling down on the weekly. Now you might be asking yourself, could we get a deeper retracement? Could we see the price come up a little bit more? Possibly. But here's the thing. Over the past 2 months, we've already corrected about 480 pips so far, okay, without printing a red candle. You see that? So what we want to do is monitor this zone first. I do believe this is where we're going to see some reaction. We could possibly see a deeper retracement, but right now I feel our opportunity is at the 0.8220 zone. So 0.8220 to about I would even say, honestly, 8,300. So we have to just kind of wait and see what the price action is doing once it gets to this zone. So if I extend this out a bit, you'll see right here that this is all an area. Okay, so if we wanted to be a little bit more precise, maybe at about 8280 could be our area. You have to decide precisely where you want to drill in and kind of see where your opportunity is. Okay. So if we continue to drill down to the weekly, let's check our structure on the weekly. So notice how price is sitting right below my 50 period moving average on the weekly. And you see how as long as price stays below it, it's acting as dynamic resistance. It continues to push down. So this is how you could use the 50 period moving average even on the weekly. If it started to push up and that candle is very strong going into it, then you could simply, cut your losses if you want, because maybe we would be getting a deeper retracement and then you could revisit your opportunity. But what we want to see on this weekly time frame, and even as I drilled down on the monthly, as you can see, we want to see that our bearish structure is intact. So notice here, this is our bearish structure, right? And considering this, because we have a downtrend on the monthly and also on the weekly, then preferably I want to be shorting. I have a short bias. So what I'm going to be looking for, you'll notice right here, right in this area, is an area which I marked on the monthly, but I'm just kind of doing it right here. So here is your opportunity, okay? So notice you have a swing low here. Look how much the market moved from the area. Look at your swing high. Look how much the market moved from the area, and look at your high and look how much the market moved from the area. So now what we want to see is a move back into resistance, okay? And then we want to see a trend continuation from there. Now, guys, we have a potential profit target of 300 to 400 pips with this. We do have an important report this week. So let's take a look. On Wednesday, I think it's Wednesday, we have CAD news. Yes. So we have CPI. So we normally trade the US CPI report, which is a really important report, and it moves the market quite a bit. So it's the Consumer Price Index report. It tells us how an economy is doing when it comes to inflation. Are the consumers spending? If so, what are they spending on? How much are they spending on food, housing, transportation, energy, things like that? Okay. So you want to be careful, but what we want to do, regardless around high impact news, is we always want to keep our eyes on those strong technical levels where we believe the price will reverse from. So this is our next area of opportunity, in my opinion. Now, where should we set our stop loss? Now, I always like to create a strategic advantage and say, okay, if I'm wrong, how can I still come out of this positive? And it's all risk management, guys. So what you want to do is you want to plan some type of risk stop loss or some type of stop where you are comfortable with, where it doesn't exceed your risk tolerance, because you don't want to be uncomfortable in a trade and constantly moving your stop loss out. Sometimes that may happen just a little bit, but you don't want to be in a habit of constantly moving your stop loss. You really want to be disciplined and also know, okay, this is my hard stop where I am out if this doesn't go my way. So I would say at about the 83, probably 60 area is where I would plan a second position, but I'd be looking for rejection within anywhere within this zone. So I'm going to set my alert at about 82.50, probably 82.45. I'm going to set an alert at 82.45. I'm going to monitor when price gets to this area, but I'm going to be planning from 82.45. I'm going to be looking for some type of confirmation for entry. Okay. Can't tell you exactly what our confirmation is because we'll be guiding our students with that, but I'm going to tell you a little bit about what we do and how we do it, because regardless, it doesn't matter what I do. If you have a strategy that works for you, you're just going to simply look for your entry confirmation. The most important thing is when you're trading is that you have journaled your observations enough to know what your unique advantage is. If you haven't done that, then you're going to constantly question your risk management, your entry, your stop loss. You're not going to trade with confidence. So make sure you guys are doing that. Now, if we were to get in right here at about this 82, let's say 45 area or so, or 50, then I'm going to possibly plan another position about 100 pips up. Now, remember, as a swing trader, we're used to using wide stop losses. We're going for really large profit targets. So 100 pip stop loss is nothing for a swing trader. Some swing traders use as much as 200-300 pip stop losses, and they're going for really large gains. So you have to be patient when you are swing trading. If you're not, then this is not for you. Okay. But we're looking for a move back into this area. My stop loss is going to be about probably 100 pips from my best position. So 83.60 area would be my second position, and I probably plan my stop loss about 100 pips from that. Now, the nice thing is that what I like to do is set myself in alert where the trade would possibly become no longer valid, because you might say, well, Why have, 100 to 200 pip stop loss if you see, for example, that the trend is reversing? Sometimes it might be a little bit too early to tell because maybe you're seeing a long wick rejection, or you're seeing the price might turn around, but you're just not sure yet. So that's why I say just do something where you're comfortable with your risk and you'll be fine. That's your number one priority. So this is the resistance area you want to look out for here. This is your weekly resistance. We want to see that price stays below our 50-period moving average or rejects somewhere in this zone. And we want to see the trend continuation downward. Now, if we do get a break of this trend line, what will possibly happen is that we see price do something like this, where it breaks, comes back to retest, and then continues upward. Now, until that happens, our bias will remain one of a bearish one. But if we do get a break, then we will plan a move going to the upside. So if that happens, I will come back and give you guys an update. But that is your analysis for NZDCAD, 300 to 400 pip potential. And what I'm going to do is ask you guys to come back and share your results. And like I said, if it does go the opposite way, I'll come back and give you an update and let you know exactly how to attack this. So I hope that these technical and fundamental videos really help you, and planning out your analysis helps you to become a better trader. If you want to see us trade live in the market every single day, Tuesday through Thursday, and we also drop signals. We have a 95% win rate on signals, but we don't like students joining us just for signals. It really is a benefit to help you to make some money while you're learning, or also just to see how we trade and execute in the markets and come out consistently profitable. So guys, go ahead and check that information out in the description of the video. Don't forget to smash the like button on this video. It really does help to push this content out. Also, if you want to message us directly, you have questions, you can contact us on Instagram. Otherwise, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.